Hello, I'm Jagan from Grow with Data. Welcome to the Crack SQL Interview in 50 question series. In this video series, we'll practice 50 SQL questions across various topics. You can use the playlist Crack SQL Interview in 50 questions to follow the videos related to this series. For each video in the series, you can find the related code on my GitHub. Feel free to explore the code and provide any feedback in the comment section. If you want to see the code, you know the drill. You go to the YouTube channel, Grow with Data, and you have videos on the playlist. We are talking about crack SQL Interview in 50 questions. If you want to see the code, you can go to the description part and you can see the link to the GitHub. It will take you to the GitHub page where you have the create statement and all the select statements used in this video. If you want to join the WhatsApp channel, you click on this link and join the Grow with Data WhatsApp channel. Fine. Now, let's see the data and you can talk about the question in detail. We are given the table courses. Let's create the table. And this table got student ID and class. So the student ID and class is a unique combination. So the same student and the same class is not going to be repeated in this table. We are asked to write a SQL to find solution to find the subjects or the class which got more than or at least 5 students. If you see math, it got 6 students. So it is 5 or more. But if you see English, it's only 1 student. Biology and computer science is only 1 student. So we have to find the subject which have at least 5 students registered for that class. This is a very straightforward question, and more than how to do it, we are going to discuss on how not to do it. Okay, fine. So the output has to be only the math. So other subjects don't have students of 5 or more. So how to start with? Let's start with our select from the table courses. So we have to look for the class which got the student count as total students. Since we use aggregation, we group by class. So if you see this, we have all the class and number of student registered. If you see the student and the class got duplicated, right? If the same A and math got duplicated, then you have to say count of distinct students for every class. Since it's a unique combination, we don't have to worry about it. Now we have all the class and the total students registered for that class. And we need only those classes which got 5 or more students. So how will I filter it? I can say having count star greater than or equal to 5 because it's saying have at least 5 students. So the at least is the keyword, okay, that decides whether it's a greater than or equal to. So if I have that condition, now you go with the subjects or the class which got more than or greater than or equal to 5 students. Great. And we discuss about when to use the distinct part of it. There is no harm in using distinct here. DST. It's an additional validation you are giving to that SQL. The result is going to be the same, even though the student and the class is going to be a unique combination. So you don't have to use distinct for unwanted load to the SQL. Okay. So the 2 things here: when to use count star, when to use the count distinct star. Okay, that's one. The second one is use a greater than or greater than equal to is based on at least or greater than 5 students. So this decides on the condition. So this is very simple and straightforward. So how to do that in a Windows function? So for this, the basic SQL is more than enough, but the same question, how will you do that in a Windows function? Let's see. We see select student class from courses. If I say count star, it's an aggregate function, right? So you have to say group by 1, 2. So here for every student, every class, it's a distinct record. So if I run this class student stud student. So if I run this, it's going to have only one as a count because the student and the class combination is going to be unique. So I can't use the count for this scenario. So how will I do it? I have to use as a Windows function. I say over partition by class. That means for every class, you give me the count of students. So this is not a aggregate function. This is a Windows function. So it get all the students and class, and then it counts how many of that window output, how many students per class. We are partitioned by class. So if I run this, if you see math, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So the count goes with 6. For all other subjects or class, it's only one student. So the syntax is partition by column, order by column, right? Here we haven't put the order by. So what happens if I do order by? So if I say partition by class and order by student, because the student is distinct for every row, right? So if I say order by student, the count is going to be on an incremental basis. So A is 1, the next is 2, 3, 4. Just count one by one. And if I want to do the same count based on order by class, so it's going to be count 3. So here the class is going to be same for all the 6 students, right? So if you say class order by class, since all the class are same, the count is going to match with the Windows function which don't have the order by. So if you give an order by with the student, the count is going to be like this. If I give order by based on the column which is common to all the records, it's going to be same like if I don't give the order by. So you have to be so clear on when to use the order by and why we are using it. So we have this function. Now these two are not required, right? I can disable this or I can have it over. So I can use this as a CTE table with all class details as. I can take this and then select class from all class details. So if I give a filter where count is greater than or equal to 5. So if I see count greater than or equal to 5 with the condition like count column, right? Greater than or equal to 5, it's going to bring me all the 6 records here. So I bring in only the class. So if I say it, it's going to bring me all the 6 records. So to get only the distinct class, I can say TINCT, distinct class, I will get only math. So instead of distinct, the previous video I told you, group by also works the same. Group by class will also remove the distinct part of it. So if I want to use the count 2, that also is going to give you the same result. If I say count of 2 greater than or equal to 5, this is the same result because the records which is greater than or equal to 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I can show you the output so you can see it. So if you see the count 2 part of it, if I say greater than or equal to, it's going to get me the 5 and 6 subjects which has the student count 5 and 6. I get this. So if I remove the group by and get this one out, it's going to bring me the 5 and 6, the 2 columns here, right? So it got the 2 records here. So even this will satisfy my condition if I have the group by 1. Okay, but you have to know what is happening in the CTE table, underlined CTE table. The count will have 6 for every record. The count 2 will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even then, it satisfies our condition in this scenario. Even the count 3 will have the same effect because this has 6 for all the records, right? The count by class. This also will work the same. Only thing is, these 3 are different. Like 1 and 3 might be the same, but it is different because we are not using the order by in the first. We use order by in the third, which is having no impact, but the second order by is having some impact to it. So you have to be careful when you're creating a Windows function, how you're going to partition it, how you're going to order it. Based on that, the output is going to be different. Hope you like this video and thanks for watching.